Hello everyone, this is Professor André Richelieu with a summer edition of the Sportainment News. And for the occasion, I am wearing the jersey of Canada's national team from the 1984 Los Angeles Olympics, in which the country was a quarter finalist, defeating African champions Cameroon no less 3-1, thanks to 2 goals from Dale Mitchell and one from Igor Vrablic. That's the end of the general culture and retro marketing parenthesis. Let's be patriotic, but not nationalistic. I will come back to that shortly. And let's get down to business. Will you be following the Paris Olympics? Not me. It's not cynicism, although the marketing of manipulation and fear that was foisted on us during COVID made me very skeptical. But quite simply, a rejection of what the Olympics and major events, originally sporting ones, have become. That is, unfortunately, distractions that serve purely political and commercial interests and where athletes are instrumentalized, not to say exploited. In the case of France, this diversion could come at just the right moment for the local population in a country that the narcissistic ego of a so called leader has plunged into political chaos and total dysfunction. As far as I'm concerned, it is rather indecent, considering the stature France once had and won't be regaining anytime soon. Poor France. And I certainly don't want to talk about the security challenges facing the Hexagon. Knock on wood. I will be told that the Olympics are a vehicle for national unity and pride. To which I would reply, right in my boots, that it is rather a derisory exercise in factitious unity in a fractured country whose desire to build a soft power or its power of international influence is handicapped, to say the least, by the reality of a nation that is no more than a shadow of its former self, both internally and externally. Besides, nationalism is by definition sectarian. With all the conflicts abounding in the four corners of the globe, the last thing we need is a nationalist pandemic, no pun intended. And then there's the commercial aspect, which is hugely profitable, especially for sponsors and broadcasters who will be looking to bludgeon our brains with their messages to encourage us to overconsume once more. But at what cost? Indeed, it is estimated that the Paris Olympics will cost at least 10 billion euros, some 35 to 50% more than originally planned. Are you serious? Are the games worth it? We shall be told over and over again that this is an investment that will yield enormous benefits, the so called positive socio-economic legacy. Barcelona 1992 was one of the all too rare examples of this. But as is almost always the case, if the costs are underestimated, the benefits are overestimated. Tourists have already had the good sense to avoid Paris with its endless construction work, insalubrity, legendary strikes, non existent customer service, alarming insecurity, and exorbitant prices. In the short term, we must seriously question the relevance of organizing gigantic events for such a dubious return on investment. And this is particularly true in Western countries, which are beset by growing socio-economic, demographic, and environmental problems, the solutions to which are the antithesis of the political and commercial kermesses that the Olympics, the Football World Cup, and the European Nations Soccer Championship have become. In other words, we need to be consistent because it's not tomorrow that major events will become sustainable, whatever the claim. Instead, these major events are sinking into what is known as deep fake sportainment, the very opposite of what sportainment should achieve, namely a sustainable value added experience, provided we change the way we see and do things. And above all, if we stop chasing money, whatever the cost. This was Professor André Richelieu. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. I wish you a wonderful summer. And until next time, so long.